Hey guys, Lee here. Yeah, I know it's episode 34, and we refer to it as 33 the whole episode. I'm aware. Just be cool about it, all right? Enjoy the show. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Leen Show, episode 33 of the Leen Show.
Woo.
Jesus. We were talking about how the days are going by extremely fast before we recorded, and that's the biggest indication so far of that is that we've done more than 33 of these actually, but we've done
Yeah.
33 of these that are available to the listening public. Kathleen, you know what that means, right?
What?
That means there's at least 30 hours of us just talking on the internet. Because not every episode's an hour, but some are over an hour.
Yeah.
I would say there's probably about 25 to 30 hours straight of us just talking about absolute nonsense on here. And if even like 0.001% of that was passable to you, the audience, then I think we did our job.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, let's just get right into it. Kathleen, you want to tear up another comedian. You
Oh
want
my
to
God.
tear into another hardworking male comedian. Is that correct?
No. I wish because that would probably be better content. But no, as many of you guys know, like I am a huge Tommy fan, Tom Segura, and I was like, and this is gonna sound so annoying because everyone's like this. I was like, I was a fan before everyone else was. I actually was. Like I was a big fan of Tom Segura, like in high school. So I'm 25. High school was 10 years ago, so a decade ago. Like
Jesus
I was,
Christ.
I know. Speaking of time, right? 10
Oh my
years
God.
ago, I was like watching Tom Segura's specials on Netflix. And so I've been a huge Tom fan for years. Finally got to see him live in Atlanta. Same theater as Theo, the Fox Theater, which again, like, is seriously so cool. If you guys see my Instagram stories, I mean, I'm on private, but some of our followers have me on Instagram, so check out my Instagram stories. But no, I mean he is so freaking solid. Like he is a tried and true professional. Like he didn't stumble once. Like he's seriously just so good. He is just not nearly as like raunchy or like offbeat as he used to be. And like as I say again and again on this podcast, that's the stuff I like. Like I like the shock factor. I like the witty stuff, but I also like the shock factor. He was very tame, like extremely tame Tom, but hilarious. 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Yeah, he's
so
so
if he was
good.
if he was raunchy again, how does he get better than 12 out of 10?
I mean, yeah, he just needs to be like he used to be, and not that I'm like, oh, I love like super raunchy like sexual jokes. Like it's not like that's like my thing. It's not like that's my dirty little secret. Like it's just that kind of stuff that's just so shocking, like always makes me laugh. And I feel like his comedy used to be like 50% that, and now it's like 5% that. And maybe it's because he had maybe it's because he had kids. Maybe it's just like obviously like I need to remind myself that people are allowed to evolve, and like I shouldn't hold people to their past versions of themselves. I should let them evolve into who they want to be.
Right.
But of course, I'm like, I miss the old Tom. I miss the Tom that acted out scenes from pornos. Like, that's the Tom that I want.
See, my response to that would be like, wouldn't it be kind of pathetic if he was like a man in his late 40s, early 50s, still doing the jokes he did like in his 30s?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Tom, though, and, like, he makes a joke about this. Like, he's looked 40 since he was 16 years old. And, like,
Right.
he's gone through such, like, an amazing physical transformation. He's probably lost, like, over 100 pounds. So you could even argue that he looks younger now than he did when he actually was young, because he was just, like, really in bad shape. Like, there's no other way to say it. So, I mean, I get that, but, I mean, he's been balding since, like, he was like freaking 18 if I had to guess. So
Yeah. No, it's really. I haven't seen a picture of him at like 18 or 19, but it would be like shocking to see. Like, what would he actually look like? I really can't even picture it in my head.
he's had some on his Instagram. You can like go back. He literally looks like he looks exactly the same. Like he always has had like a widow's peak. Now he's like he probably just shaves it. If you look up Tom Segura, you could probably find him because he's posted on his Instagram before. But like
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he looks like he's got a very strong jawline, very strong chin. The hair's not really doing anything,
No.
and he's probably 20 or 21 in these pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen for people. It's a thumbnail in a your mom's house clip where it's just like you can see like different versions of him. This is before he got fat too, I would guess. No offense, but he's like pretty skinny in these. He's like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, that's not really like the scathing criticism, I was hoping for, but that's cool. I'm glad you had a good time. I guess that's a better outcome than
Theo?
some controversy or and
I had a good time with
we
Theo
could talk
too.
today on the show though, the main piece of it, is the meat is there's not like TikTok ban whatever. There's I only like to talk about news stuff that I think there are interesting things to say about, or at least that like are funny in some way. TikTok bans, like they have 90 days. No, they have 8 months to sell the company. ByteDance, who's owned and operated in China, I believe, has like eight months until like April or not April, whatever 8 months is from now, to sell or divest interest from TikTok and then sell it to an American or a non-whatever Chinese. It doesn't matter. But that would be really the only thing that I would want to talk about. But again, that's all I have to say is that. So fun fact, that's what's happening. The main guy, our TikTok guy of the week, and we might have to rebrand, maybe like seek a sponsorship deal with like Instagram or Triller or something for this. Because if these guys leave, I'm going to be very... if TikTok, whatever, gets banned in the U.S. and these guys leave, I'll be very upset. But, we got to enjoy it while we can. I don't really know what to refer to this guy as because I actually can't remember his @ because as people are familiar with TikTok, like the @ doesn't, that's not like really how I remember people. You're just seeing like my Google Drive screen right here, Kathleen. Actually, I'm going to scroll down. So
because it's like @ user 2345678SDQ, and they have like a billion likes. But the tag is like Bigfoot 662AT789.
Yeah, but like exactly. And but like the TikTokers who kind of blow up, they get like they're known by their username, not like their @ for the most part. So this guy's I've been following this guy again. I don't really follow people on TikTok, but like I've been watching this guy's stuff for a couple months now. He's popped up multiple times on my feed, and it's gonna be a bit of there's a story arc here. There's a story arc, and we'll explore that story arc together. But his name was Buds and Smokes. Buds space in space space Smokes. And that's like what the comments called him. So let's call it, for the sake of this video, we're calling him Buds and Smokes.
Okay.
Currently, his TikTok name is Drake May, which you're familiar. Well, actually, no, I told Sam about it. It'll become apparent later why his name is that. But like, just for clarity's sake, Drake May is a quarterback. So we're not going to call him Drake May.
Okay.
We're going to call him Buds and Smokes.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the first video that I ever saw of him, the one that really blew him up.
These fucking bears are sitting here and they're fucking talking. They're fucking talking. They're running their fucking mouths. Drink me. Drink me. And so I'm fucking drinking every fucking beer I got, boys. Because I'm tired of hearing them run their fucking mouths.
Yeah, so he does that because that's like his catchphrase.
Drake
he goes
May.
like, Drake May, and it sounds like Drake May, who's like, he got drafted by the Patriots. He was like the 3rd overall pick. He's like a NFL quarterback, future NFL quarterback.
Okay.
So he just like did that. Not great for SEO because if you type in Buds and Smokes, he still comes up. But if you type in Drake May, all you're going to get is highlights from the other guy. I don't think he's worried. I don't think he's super worried about SEO at this point.
Right.
I think he's more focused on the beers and the smokes.
Yeah. We need to, this guy sounds like Ricky, right? What was
Toxic Ricky. I was gonna get to a segment. Where you rank our Mount Rushmore of TikTok drinkers, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you some time to think about it.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your GOAT? I should say that's a better argument.
Okay, yeah. I'll think about it.
Who's your GOAT social media drinker? We'll revisit. We'll circle back to that later. So, yeah. So this is Buds and Smokes. essentially, he's a guy who, is it method acting? Is it, this is just his life? These are questions that we will try to answer today. I think it's one of these cases where, like, the guy, yes, drinks like 20 beers a day. I think he actually does. I don't think he's like buying 12 packs. Well, actually, can we verbally describe real quick what happened in that video? I need to get better at that for audio listeners. It's basically a video of probably 12 to 14 empty Budweiser bottles surrounding like a computer monitor. And that's pretty much what all of his videos look like. They're pretty much all filmed in his house or apartment. He has like nice like gaming equipment. He's got like a nice monitor. He's got like a nice TV. He's got like a nice computer. He's got like a Nintendo Switch. He's got like a PS5. You can see all this stuff in the videos, but like seemingly like all he really does is just sit in his room and drink beer and smoke cigarettes all day.
Yeah.
So
and like
pretty
get on
fun guy.
Discord. It looks like Discord in the background, and like his Discord is like linked, so he
Yeah.
probably streams. Discord is typically for like streaming gaming, right?
It's for like building communities. It's like I don't know what.
That sounded like an ad.
Yeah, it's actually no. Discord is much more than streaming.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you any more than that. They have to pay me for more than that.
Building
but that's
communities. One
that's neither
community
here
at
nor
a
there.
time. Jesus. Okay, sorry. Anyway, he's got Discord
No,
pulled up.
Yeah, he has a Discord that we could probably get into and like try to get to the bottom of this. Maybe we'll do a follow up next week if people like this segment. So, it's one of these things where and we'll explore this throughout the clips. It's where a character and an exaggeration kind of maybe like, is it real? Is it a character? They're kind of just more so every day. Like he is becoming Buds and Smokes,
Right.
Even though it's clearly like a comedic character he's doing. But I mean, there are videos of him like smoking cigarettes every single day. So it's like he's not just fully faking it. So let's take a look at another one.
I might have had a couple beers, boys. I might have had a few fucking beers.
Oh
So
my-
that's just a simple one, but
replay and turn it up a little bit. Or is he just whispering?
oh, he's just like whispering. I don't know why it's saved like that. It's not actually that quiet when I watched it on my phone,
No,
but
it's okay. I'm trying
I
to
might
take
have
in
had a
the
couple
background.
beers, boys. I might have had a few
Yeah,
fucking
that-
beers.
so
His
Go ahead.
his background for the audio listeners. His background looks like any frat guy's house, any frat guy's living room. I'm trying to what is that graffiti? Argus 2014.
it's Sturgis. It's a Sturgis flag. You know Sturgis?
Oh, where all the bikers meet up, right?
Yeah.
Ah, so he's a biker king.
So I don't think this is his house, which makes this kind of interesting. This is because his house is like, I mean, we'll watch a room tour video later. Trust me,
great.
he's got that. But his house or his apartment is like this. It's just like it's like a studio, but it's like a small studio, and it's literally like it looks nothing like this. So this is not his house. Maybe this is the boss man's house.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because he is a construction worker also. That's kind of part of the character. Is he's like an alcoholic construction worker who like smokes 4 packs a day, and like the only thing he cares about is how many cigarettes he can smoke in a day and how many beers he can drink.
How many
This
buds?
video just
How many,
how many buds? Couple beers, boss. I've just been at work, just like walking around like I might have had a few fucking beers. This shit is so funny to me. I think it's very funny. I don't know if other people will agree,
No.
but I think it's very funny.
It is, and I could see his audio like blowing up into its own sound on TikTok, and people like adopting his audio, showcasing
Yes.
like the aftermath. Because really, what this is, it's like the aftermath of like a party. Whether there were a bunch of people there, or whether it was just this guy, just Buds and Smokes, like. You know, somebody went down and drank a bunch of beers and had a bunch of smokes here. So it would be funny, like, maybe I'll go to this video next time I drink and just copy the audio and make my own with him in the background.
Absolutely.
I could
yeah.
really see that blowing up.
just like, but it gets like the ones that blow up are like more ridiculous than this, where it'll be like literally like 80 fucking empty like Natty Light cans or something like in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
Like I completely agree. So, do you want to do the room tour or do you want to get to the story arc?
Let's do the room tour because I feel like I need that context, and then we can get to the peak, to the climax.
Okay.
So a quick tour. This is the dining room /
Can we just really quick
game room.
The whole video kind of looks like this.
I've seen this before. I think you've sent me this. Maybe you haven't, or maybe it was something similar.
Oh, I sent it to you. No, I sent it to you.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, and it's so funny because when you showed me the first video, I was like, damn, this reminds me of that video Lee sent me where all of the bottles were on the ground. And that's literally this. Okay, perfect. All right, cool.
See, I almost did that deliberately because this is the only video where he speaks normally, where he's not doing the voice.
Yeah.
I drank a couple fucking beers. He's like,
such a
hey
good
guys.
impression.
So it's for the audio listeners, there's probably about 50 empty fireball shooters on the ground of like a tile wood floor or a tile floor. There's probably upwards of probably another 20-25 fireball shooters empty on the desk, on a computer desk, and then about 12 to 15 Budweiser tall boys, all probably empty, stacked up on the table, with just trash and cigarette cartons, cigarette cartons everywhere. So let's just take a look.
We have a lot of games here. Got a PC, Nintendo Switch, 3 monitors. Pretty nice over here. It's where we eat. And this is the living room, which also has games. And another little dining room here. This is the bedroom. Pretty convenient place to sit around and smoke. Shit, why not?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the grossest part.
So it's like a very small studio, as you can see, and I guess he just like sleeps on his couch every day because it's panning around. The joke of like the video, it's more of a visual thing, is like the whole house is just covered in beer cans and cigarettes and fireball shooters, and he has all this like nice tech equipment.
Yes.
Like he has like 3 or 4 gaming chairs. He is like a really nice TV, probably like a 60, 70-inch TV. He's got a PS5. He's got a Switch. He has 3 monitors. He's a really nice computer, which I think is like, this is the classic like construction worker thing, though, is like these guys. Sorry, my nose is like crazy itchy today. These guys like make not even like so much money, but they make more money than they know what to do with. So just spend it on stupid shit, right? For the most part. So, like, this guy is just basically spending all of his money on computers and gaming and, like, TVs and stuff while sleeping on a couch, right? I guess he does have a motorcycle as well. He pan past a motorcycle. But what we're looking at right here is a couch basically in the middle of a studio with more fireball shooters around it, and then just probably 12, 15 cigarettes just ashed out on the ground right next to bed. Yeah. To the couch.
I mean, everything is in the middle of the studio. It's not just the couch that's in the middle of the studio. The motorcycle is also in the middle of the studio. All of the tables, all 5 dining room tables are in the middle of the studio. And when he says that this is the dining room, it is like your standard fold-up white table, that you would bring to the park or, to have an extra table at Thanksgiving when all of your extended family's coming over. Like, it's those classic snap-together white tables. And then the way his motorcycle is quite literally just in the middle of the studio is hilarious to me. I mean, it seems like he has buddies over often, though, because, like, why else? I mean, like you said, he has, like, 5 gaming chairs. Like, I'm assuming that's so people can game at the same time.
I guess so. See, the funny thing about gaming chairs is they're not cheap.
No.
So, like, it's not like he's doing some, like, hack where, you buy a bunch of gaming chairs and it's cheaper than just getting real furniture. Not the case.
He went to Costco and bought a 5-pack of game chairs.
That's funny.
Thanks.
Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he got a deal. And then also and maybe to support your theory that he has buddies over, there is a shot of one of the tables where he's got 4 bottles of water That can't in a Capri Sun. Hilariously enough, that can't be him.
Wait
So,
a second.
Obviously,
Not only is it a Capri Sun, it's the Capri Sun from a Lunchable. You see that? I know
Yes,
that plastic
yes.
container anywhere. I know that 3-section plastic container fucking anywhere. That is
Yep.
It was probably turkey and American, my favorite one. Crackers, turkey, the most processed American cheese you've ever seen in your life. And then, of course, pack of Oreos, Capri Sun. Perfect dinner. Perfect dinner on the dining room table.
Perfect. Have you seen the thing where the CEO of Lunchables is like, yeah, I would never let my kids eat this. Like, this stuff is terrible.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. It was a while back, but I think he was on record being like, no, I would not let my kids eat this. Anyway,
Well,
point standing. So, Buds and Smokes, that's the room tour. Now, I'm gonna play one more. This is probably my I cannot talk. Probably my favorite video of his
Okay.
that I've seen. And we're going to watch this, and then we'll get to the story arc.
You know, my whole fucking life, my dad told me it was about how many fucking you could burn down in one sitting. That's what he told me when I was a kid. He said, when you get to my age, you're probably going to be up to 2 packs. That'll be good enough. I'm at 3. I don't think you're going to get there. That's what he said. He didn't believe in me, boys. I'm smoking 4 packs a fucking day.
hell yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about that one.
Just
It's
extra
like, yeah,
context.
That's pretty cool.
Everybody's-
Actually, let's
Everybody's out
let-
here just trying to live up to their dad's expectations.
of course. Yeah, of course. There's also this one. I think this one's funny.
Take the fucking smokes and the beers away. What am I, boys? Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing.
That's the
Damn,
other one. That's the other one I've been quoting a lot, where I just walk around. I'm like, fucking nothing.
He's freaking dark. Literally, he got dark in that one. You know, something about this
Yeah.
guy that I just hearing his voice, like obviously like you're doing a very good impression of it, but I'm sure the cigarettes are factoring into like the graveliness of his voice. This
Oh, yeah.
is and let me know if you agree with me or not. This is the type of guy where this guy is gonna live forever. Like he's gonna live to be like 105. Like statistically he shouldn't live past 50. Like you would think that at some point he would get cancer from all those cigarettes, but no, this guy is gonna literally live forever. He's gonna be one of those where he is like something happens, he never goes to the doctor, somehow he gets in a car accident, something happens, he goes to the doctor, they're running his blood work, they're like, sir, you're one of the healthiest guys we've ever seen. Like that's what he gives.
Right. No, I completely agree. A real Bert Kreischer in that way. Right?
Yes.
Where like he goes to the doctor and he tells the doctor what's going, like how much he drinks and like what he eats and everything, and the doctor's like, "You're in perfect health."
No, literally.
You know, so it's kind of like the same thing. So, you know, we're all having a great time here watching Buds and Smokes, you know, reaping and reaping and reaping, just having a great time reaping. Now, unfortunately, the other half of that, eventually there is a sowing, right? Like, we're having so much fun reaping. Oh, yeah, let's just smoke cigarettes and drink all day, every day. This is awesome, right?
Right.
All right. Well, just let's take a look.
Well, most.
Well, boys, reckon I'm fucking going to jail.
Oh, wait, play it back one more time.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, one more time, and then we'll describe visually what's going on.
Well, most.
Well, boys, reckon I'm fucking going to jail.
I reckon. Well, let me quote it again. Quote. He goes, "Well, boys. Well, I reckon I'm going to jail."
That's it. Yeah. If this video needed to be transcribed, then that's exactly what it would be. So for the audio listeners, it's a shot of him operating a forklift with a bottle of Hornitos tequila, almost empty bottle of Hornitos. Actually, that's not a forklift. It's a, what do you call that?
A crane.
It's just like a bit. Yeah, it's like a big crane, and it's like him behind the wheel of it with a bottle of Hornitos, and he's just like laughing. He's like, "Haha, well, boys."
I thought that
And
was
then
a bottle of dish soap when I first saw it. I did not realize that it was alcohol. I don't know why. I thought it was like the Dawn dish soap.
No, this is Hornitos. Actually, Toxic Ricky's tequila of choice.
Hey,
As
TR.
well. Absolutely, yeah. And then about 4 seconds in, the cut that's made right after that is him in the back of a police car with like a his high vis vest off, and he's like wearing like kind of like work
Dickies.
like work dickies, and he's got like his work stuff on, and that's where he is at the very least a construction worker.
Yes.
Like that's not a part of the character. He's not like a guy who works at like a marketing agency in Chicago, right? Like this isn't like some character he plays, and it kind of is. This is why it's interesting. It's a character he plays, but is the character's like a maybe slightly exaggerated version of himself, and that's really it. Like he is probably 90-ish%, 95% of that character. He just exaggerates it like just a little bit for the camera.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's him. Well, boys, reckon I'm going to jail.
And he shows like the cuffs, and they're like weird. Like it looks like plastic tubing. I don't know if you noticed that. Like it's not like your old fashioned like handcuffs with the key. Like when he shows them, see?
Does he show his cuffs?
Yeah, just keep watching. Keep watching.
Oh
See?
yeah, oh yeah, I never noticed that.
Also, like, is that a thing? Like, I guess cops aren't taking your cell phone. So, like, if you can reach your cell phone with the cuffs on, I guess you can just, like, tweet, TikTok, live stream, text from the back of a cop car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you usually don't, hey, babe, just got arrested. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm guessing, like, the cops aren't, I mean, what, they're not taking your phone until they, like, book you, I guess. They might take your personal effects or whatever. But it's like, he's like fully just whipping his phone out in the back of the cop car, like taking a video. Like, what did the cop say?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, the cop could have just forgotten. The cop could have maybe like he recorded it in like some perfect window where like he was about to get it taken. Like the cop realized he didn't take his phone yet. That's a good question. I don't know. But What's interesting is I remember seeing this when it came out, and I was like, is this the end of Buds and Smokes?
Right.
Like, oh my god, like it was kind of sad. I was getting kind of emotional. I'm like, damn, that's how he's gonna go out?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. And then he posted this 4 days later.
Come burn a fucking smoke with me, boys. Come fucking light a fucking smoke with me, boys. Fuck.
It's him smoking a cigarette, promoting his Discord. Saying
So-
like, all right, boys, let's come smoke with me.
No context. Does he ever tell us what happened? Why he got arrested? Damn. He likes to keep the mystique up.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I would too, because he's at a point, and like he's not like super popular is the thing. Like he does 0 hashtags. He's not like some hugely famous guy, but he gets crazy views.
Yeah, he does.
That video had 1 million views. The room tour video has 2.3. He's got another, I think, kind of room tour. Yeah, another one where he's like yelling in his room. 2 million. Oh, this is a good one here. I didn't play this one for you.
God damn. Boys, and I don't know how in the hell the boss man ain't figured out I'm fucking drunker than hell yet.
So it's him in some kind of vehicle with like 50 Fireball. Actually, probably I see the 10-pack wrapper right there. So probably 20 or 30 Fireball shooters just like on the ground while he's drinking a Budweiser with other empty Budweisers on the ground.
It's like that thing they sell at the gas station now, you guys.
Yeah.
Where it's like people buy them before they go skiing. Like in the gas station, they sell like that bucket of Fireball now. It's like the bucket of Fireball shots.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what exactly he's driving here. The boss man.
Mm-hmm. Like who?
And
God? Like literally who? The boss man.
I think probably like whatever guy's running the construction site that he's on. I think is who he's talking about.
This is funny, but it's also a little bit scary because it's like you know, people are like, oh, wow, why do so many 18-wheelers crash? Or it's like, oh, my God, like something exploded at the construction site? What could have possibly happened? Those guys are so trained.
We should probably, I thank you for saying that. We should probably get out in front of this and say, we don't condone this behavior.
Yeah, we don't.
Hey, guys, don't do this.
we don't condone drinking and operating heavy machinery.
I would say, that should be obvious. Like, do not...
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I'm not even going to read the comments. You can see the comments right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of encouraging drinking and driving in his comments, because that's like the funny thing to do on TikTok now. We are not condoning that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Okay. I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
I do like the third top comment here from Big Country. You're like a father figure to me. That's kind of funny.
I always love the comments. A lot of them say boss man, you know, so it's like maybe he's referring to his boss man, but a lot of people think he's the boss man. So that's an interesting switch up.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of a blue collar thing to say. It's like the fucking boss man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I've met a couple people who like refer to people or their superiors as the boss man.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a very like blue collar it's like blue collar lingo.
Maybe I should adopt that. I should go into my one-on-one on Tuesday with my manager and say, "What's up, boss man?"
Maybe you should. I don't know. And maybe they'd be like, "Why did Kathleen? Can we speak with hey, I'm bringing in the HR lead of the company in to ask you why you said that."
They're like, "Did you hit your head? Like, have you experienced brain damage?" Because it's like that syndrome. I can't think of it, but so many different comedians talk about it when people have such serious head trauma that they wake up and they have a different accent or they speak a different language. It's a real thing.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, though.
It doesn't matter, but it's a thing.
Yeah, so what's also a thing is Buds and Smokes. So, Mr. Smokes, if you want to come on the podcast and, you know, I mean, we won't expose your face. You know, we'll just, like, put up, like, a picture of, like, a Marlboro Red and be like, this is Buds and Smoke, and a Budweiser, obviously. He does like to match.
What if we were, because so 3 characters that we've brought up on the Leen Show are circling around my head. This guy, Buds and Smokes, Toxic Ricky, who hasn't left my mind since the day that he first entered it. And then the Clam Chowder guy, the Friday Beers guy. Atsky. It would be so cool if we reached out to all 3 of them and we're like, hey, you know, we've got this podcast. Like, we really love y'all's work. Like, we're hosting a competition. We've done it with singers. We've done it with TikTok rappers. Now we're moving on to TikTok drinkers. We need each of you to send us your craziest fucking video. And whoever sends us the most fucking wild shit, we're going to vote on a winner and see, you know, and crown you king of drinking or, you know, something like that, and just see what the fuck they come up with. Because all 3 of them, they have similar voices. They have similar catchphrases. They're all drinkers. Pretty sure, well, Toxic Ricky isn't a beer guy. But the other 2, it seems like they drink a lot of Budweiser. I don't know if Atsky is a Bud guy. I would think he is,
Atsky drinks Happy Dad because that's he's a full sender.
Right.
You know, he's just dripped in Nelk gear. Like rappers brag about like their entire closet's designer. His entire closet's full send. He has like every shirt they've ever made in the last like 5 years. Every hat, every pair of pants. Like he can go full send from head to toe. And he drinks Happy Dads and Busch Light, I think, if I remember right. Also, this is neither here nor there, but I have a screenshot of my phone I can send you of Atsky live streaming. So he does this thing where he like live streams a lot, and the live streams are just like him in his house, like extremely drunk, just kind of sitting there like going nonverbal with like music and lights playing in the background. And last night I was on TikTok and his live came up and I watched it for like 5 seconds and it was him eating Arby's at like 11 p.m.
Oh, dude, I'm
Arby's.
so fucking jealous, low-key. So many people get mad at me, especially Sam. He's like, that's disgusting. I love Arby's. Like, I would fucking murder someone for a beef and cheddar right now, extra cheese. Like, that shit is so freaking good. So I don't judge him whatsoever. Arby's is so good.
Okay. Okay.
But no, I do think like all three of these gentlemen, these fine gentlemen, they seem to have, a little bit of an ego about them, right? So I think if we reeled them in and we're like, hey, we've done tons of research, we've seen tons of different guys on TikTok. All of you three, like you three guys really seem like our biggest drinkers. Like we would love to crown one of you, the king of drinking. So send us, your craziest drinking video. And like I feel like they'd be into it, and
That sounds really responsible, and like nothing bad could possibly happen. Let's encourage 3.
We get like what's it called, manslaughter, because like one of the 3 like
brother.
drinks and drives, and they're like, the Leen Show told us to do it.
That's what was in my head. But yeah, you said it, not me. So that's fine though.
Yeah.
Let's take 3 compulsive drinkers and say the content you make, which is already batshit insane, let's go crazier.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that could happen?
Right.
Yeah. But I like where your mind's at, and I will also say, kind of disrespectful to not include Kiko in that discussion.
Oh
How
my
could you forget?
God, Kiko.
Come on.
How
That's
could
our
I
only
forget?
claim to fame.
Man, has it been long enough for us to revisit her? Like, what has she been up to? When did we last talk about her? I mean, obviously the world loved it because that's like our most popular clip on Instagram, not on TikTok, because for some reason TikTok did not like that fucking clip.
Shadow banned, I think.
Shadow
Bullshit.
banned, yeah, because of the
Bullshit.
word alcoholic or something like that.
Yeah,
no, I'd love to revisit and see what Sweet Kiko. I mean, if she's still alive, like shit, I hope so.
What if Kiko's aged like 10 years in the last 6 months? Like, because that was one of the crazy things about the video is like she's like 120 pounds. She's like
Smaller,
very
dude.
skinny,
Smaller,
very petite.
yeah.
I mean, Japanese beer is like pretty light, I guess, but if you drink 30 of them a day, you'd think that would eventually catch up to you. Like, what if she comes back and she's got like a huge beer gut? She's like fat. She looks like she's like 50. She's got wrinkles all over her face. That would be interesting. I hope not for my own sake, because I still want to fix her low key. But,
Yeah.
I'm glad, we're kind of, making this come full circle. So, I think I want to end this episode today and just say who's your GOAT, right? I was at a bar last night, and I had like a 10-minute discussion about MJ versus LeBron with a guy. Classic
debate,
guy
dude.
talk.
Classic
Yeah.
debate.
It's a great debate because there's no right answer,
Right.
and as time goes on, it only gets harder and harder to argue one or the other.
Right.
So, in spirit of that, who's your GOAT? Who's your GOAT? Pound for pound, head to head, who's your GOAT? Who's the best of them all, drinker wise?
My heart belongs to Toxic Ricky. I mean, I freaking
Okay.
The way he, the way that we've never seen Bob, the way that he pours it till he sees it, the way that he, yells and screams at his girlfriend, his wife, but also at the same time, like, he loves that bitch. Like, Toxic Ricky is my freaking guy. Like, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT to me because Toxic Ricky doesn't have to, here's the thing. Toxic Ricky doesn't have to even sell himself. Like, he sells just being who he is. Like, these other 2 guys, I feel like, are selling a little bit, which is okay. I mean, obviously, like, everybody has to sell themselves to some extent to get popular on TikTok. Toxic Ricky was just born a star. Like, he doesn't even have to try.
Yeah, he didn't try, is
Right.
the thing.
Right.
It's like, he just, like, started documenting his life. Like, someone told him, like, Ricky, like, just start filming whatever you do on a day-to-day basis. No character, no exaggeration. He's just like, okay. And then now he's Toxic Ricky. He is where he is, Buds and Smokes. So just for argument's sake, because again, kind of like the MJ LeBron debate, I don't think there's a correct answer, which is why
Sure.
you could do this endlessly. I'm gonna stick up for Buds and Smokes here. I think if we're going pound for pound, if we're going true pound for pound, I think if he is actually drinking as much as it shows in his videos, the guy is a genetic freak. He's like the Giannis of, you don't know who that is. He's like the LeBron of drinking, like just physically, body wise. It's like humans aren't supposed to be able to do that.
Right.
It's a physical feat. It's like impressive. Now I literally think I would die if I drank that much over the course of like 2 or 3 days, right? I think I would literally die. Now, and I think that's even more impressive that he like works a full shift and then also like he has a job. Well, maybe not anymore. I don't know. But you know, he's working and he's a functioning member of society, I think. And he still manages to do this. And also he's very goal oriented. You know, we saw it in the video where he's like, my dad told me, I was raised, that it's all about how many cigarettes you can smoke in one sitting.
Yeah.
That's what's important in life. And he took that to heart and he made it his goal to be like, Dad, I'm going to make you proud. And I think he did. I think his dad's dead. I think he said in another video, like, my dad's looking up from hell or something. Maybe that's the Maybe that's the character. I'm not sure. But
classic.
If we're going pound for pound, if we're going just pure, like, love for the game, I think you got to go Buzz and Smokes. But again,
That's
Toxic Ricky's a veteran in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Toxic
He is kind of
Ricky-
like
Toxic
he is
Ricky
kind of like
invented
LeBron
the
in that
game.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toxic
Yeah,
Ricky
yeah.
invented the game.
Like, Toxic Ricky was pouring it till he saw it when Buzz and Smokes was in his dad's fucking nutsack.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, he was pouring it till he saw it. I mean, he's 62.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been at it for 40 plus years, easily, probably more than that.
Probably more.
You know? He's been pouring it till he sees it much longer than Buzz and Smokes has been smoking 3 packs a day or whatever, you know? So, you know, it's a great debate. Sound off in the comments. Let us know. I'll probably make this the clip. I don't know how I'm going to get around, like, we're just, like, promoting drinking. I don't want to do that necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, we're just promoting, like, compulsive binge drinking. I'll put this at the end. Hey, just one more time, guys. Hey, we're not condoning this behavior. We're just talking about it because they would do it anyway.
Right.
And it is kind of funny to talk about, like, the GOAT debate of who's the best drinker on TikTok.
It is.
That is kind of a funny debate, but we're not condoning it. All right, I think that's.
Yeah, we're here to.
I think we said it.
We're here to make people laugh. We're not here to fix the world. That's not on us.
No, and what are you gonna do? Tell Buzz and Smokes, like, he works for a living. You could probably tell him not to operate heavy machinery while under like 20 fireball shots deep. But like, are you gonna tell him he can't smoke cigarettes in his house and like ash them on the ground and like sleep on a couch and like live in absolute poverty, but also like have like $10,000 of tech around him for some reason?
Right.
No, you can't, because it's a
can't.
free country. It's a free country.
God
If
bless.
that's how he wants to live his life, and God bless that. God bless that.
Yeah.
I know, you know, people love to talk about, you know, America as this great country because, you know, they see like, you know, people from other countries come here and they start businesses, like, you know, and grow, and, you know, the American dream. You know, you got journalists who can report things and not have to worry about government overreach with free speech and everything. But like, people don't talk about how this guy has the right to smoke cigarettes all day and drink all day as long as he can get away with it.
Amen.
Which wasn't forever,
Yeah.
right? I'm kind of like, are you pumped up by that? Like, I think that would
Oh, yeah.
pump some people up a little bit.
For sure.
You know?
Amen to that.
So thank you guys for listening. If you're already following us on Instagram and TikTok, thank you so much. If not, follow us at the Leen Show. If you're listening on Spotify, thanks for listening. Consider giving us a 5-star review. We got a non 5-star review, or I think we're currently sitting at 4.9. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know.
Shh.
Oh well.
That's crazy.
Can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody. Yeah. Thanks for the review. Good to
It was
know
probably-
that
it
we
was
can
probably-
improve.
It was probably Adski fans, because we left him out of the GOAT debate. Well, we didn't leave him out. We just neither of us picked him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it's probably those Adski heads out there, diehards. They are. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Maybe sounding off in the comments too. Who's your GOAT TikTok drinker? You know, and the great thing about the debate, like I said earlier, is there's no right answer, right? Every person has merit. They have their own arguments. You know, so sound off in the comments. Let us know. And thank you to Glazed Eyes for letting us use their single "Way Down" off their released album on Spotify. Check them out, Glazed Eyes. And Kathleen, any final thoughts?
Yeah, just a couple things. we're actually looking for our next guest on the Leen Show. So if you think that there's something special
Sure.
about your life or something that makes you an interesting guest, feel free to email us or just DM me or Lee, and we'll consider inviting you on the show as a guest. Number 2, maybe we'll do a review of the Challengers movie, just a off the dome thought.
Oh, the Zendaya 3-way movie. Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Zendaya. So me and Lee'll chat. We'll coordinate watching it. You guys go
Okay.
see it if you get the chance. I think it came out like a couple days ago. It's been a while since we've done a movie review. Well, not really because we did Dune, but we love our movie reviews on the show. So keep an eye out for that. And then lastly, for the YouTube watchers, I meant to start off with this, but apologies for my look today. It's tough. I'm giving fault in my stars. So if you are upset by my look today, just know that I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world trying my best, and I didn't have time today to make myself look my best for you guys. So to read, I'm interested to see what your thoughts of today's outfit are, and that's it.
Okay. Great. I totally agree with the guest thing. And I would love to do a review of Challengers. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were about to say, yeah, I totally agree that your outfit sucks.
That's where I was going with that. Yeah. I was going to imply that's where, yeah. Anyway, yeah, guys, have a great week. Let's make it a good week, guys. Let's go out there and hustle. Let's hustle and grind. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Peace.